6 years ago, I released a video titled The Most Ambitious Kickstarter Ever, in which I covered a game called Dual Universe being developed by NovaQuark. Dual Universe is a sci-fi MMORPG that touted an ever-sprawling centralized universe, completely editable by its players using voxel-based technology in which everything in the game is player-made. Ships, cities, orbital stations with no limits on size, including a full economy, territories, politics, and warfare, which were all player-driven. They also claimed that they have created the technology to allow thousands of players within the same area on a single shard server, meaning no instancing, no loading, nothing. Back in 2014, NovaQuark had begun production on Dual Universe, accumulating venture and seed round capital to fund initial development. In 2016, they decided to go the Kickstarter route, raising 566,000 euros from 8,100 backers online. From 2017 to 2019, NovaQuark held multiple venture rounds, putting their total funding amount over $21 million. Back in 2016, I saw the Kickstarter trailer and I thought, this seems way too good to be true. Especially since we were coming off the heels of the launch of No Man's Sky, which if you guys remember how that game initially released, you'd understand my hesitation to jump onto the hype train of another sci-fi exploration game. Regardless, Dual Universe's Kickstarter was successful, and on to development NovaQuark went. The team over there would periodically release dev diaries through their Kickstarter, letting the backers know what they were up to. This led them to September 30th, 2017, where they opened the pre-alpha testing servers for the first time. Dual Universe would be in pre-alpha for over a year, with the base alpha dropping in November of 2018. The updates to the game at the time were adding things like scanning and mining, piloting of vehicles, female character models, as well as crafting. A post from March of 2019 reads, "Following the successful launch of the alpha, we are incredibly excited to announce that we just opened a second studio in Montreal, Canada to help us accelerate the development of Dual Universe, and everything was full steam ahead with NovaQuark." Moving into 2020 and beyond, the team obviously had to work and push through the global pandemic and were constantly updating their community with posts detailing the game's development process. And throughout development, there were plenty of times that Kickstarter backers were not happy. This post in May of 2022 discussed the Kickstarter physical rewards initially due in 2018. They were being delayed yet again. The manufacturing on the figurines and the collector boxes were complete, but due to increased shipping costs that were rising from the pandemic, it became a task to get those rewards into the hands of their backers who were all over the world and have been waiting for over 6 years. However, on September 27th, 2022, Dual Universe was launched to mixed reviews, with most commenters mentioning the server-side lag, the insane amount of grinding in the game, as well as the amount of bugs that you will experience on your way to the top. The general consensus is that if you like Dual Universe, you really like Dual Universe. On top of that, according to certain Kickstarter backers on their comment sections, they've yet to receive any of their rewards for the game. It's been a rocky road for Dual Universe, but they were finally able to release the game onto Steam. At the time of recording this video, Dual Universe has around 200 players playing, with an all-time peak of 788. Not exactly the kind of numbers you'd like to see in a massive multiplayer universe that has raised over $21 million in funding. On top of these issues with the game itself, NovaQuark has decided to make this game a subscription-based product, a monetization model that has been all but left behind outside of a few outliers. For me personally, I've always been a huge fan of subscription models, but the games had always needed a player base to support it. That leads to constant support, new content patches, and a stable ecosystem of monetization. Dual Universe currently has none of those things. After following the game for so long, I'm left with one thought. When? When will the day come that Dual Universe shuts its doors like the games I've covered recently, 9 to 5, as well as Scavengers? My question to you is, have you guys even heard of Dual Universe? And if you have, are you interested in playing a game like this? Leave a comment down below, and while you're there, leave a like on this video and subscribe for more content just like this. My last two videos in this style both hit over 1 million views, and it's clear that these videos are gelling with you guys, so let me know if you want me to continue with this kind of coverage. As for Dual Universe, they have a long road ahead of themselves. I just don't know if they have the player base to support that road, and to me, I could definitely see something being announced within the next year in which Dual Universe has to shut its doors unless something drastically changes now. As always, guys, my name is Big Fry, and I'll see you on the next one.